Hello and welcome to Pan-African News 360 on GUN. This is News in 5 and I am Vuyo Mgwelo. These are your headlines. Bring your own lunchbox, says SAA as strike looms. 104 dead and dozens more injured in Iraq unrest. Lesufi is devastated after 3 million rands worth of equipment stolen in Soweto school. The ANC Secretary General unveils his presidential preference, and we wrap up the weekend sport. The air travelers have been warned to bring their own food on Monday as SAA embarks on a strike. Now, this as the National Union of Metal Workers of South Africa warned on Sunday that there will be no food or catering services on several airlines and airport lounges due to threatened strike action that will take place on Monday. Lesufi, spokesperson of the union, said, "We advise that if you intend to fly on certain airlines on Monday, please pack a skaftin, which is a lunchbox, because there will be no food or catering on the flight," NUMSA had reported. The airline spokesperson Tlali said that a notice to strike has been received, but said contingency plans were in place to ensure that there was minimal to no impact on operations. Now, over 100 people were killed and 6,000 more wounded in the latest of the ongoing demonstrations over jobs, corruption, better service delivery in all-rich Iraq. According to Interior Ministry spokesperson Saad Mam, of 104 people killed during the 6-day protest, 8 were members of security forces and 7 were killed on Sunday. 51 public buildings and 8 political party headquarters have been set alight since the protest action began on Tuesday, Mam said. Iraq Prime Minister Abdul Mahdi condemned and pleaded for an end to the attacks. He said, and I quote, "We cannot accept the continuation of the situation like this. We hear of snipers, firebombs, burning a policeman, a citizen," he said. Now, Gauteng Education MEC Panyaza Lesufi says a continued crime in Gauteng schools is a major step back for the country and education system. According to reports, a gang of criminals made off with smartboards, tablets and computers worth 3 million rands from the Esitembeni Primary School in Zola, Soweto on Friday. He said it is emotionally draining, it's devastating, but we cannot surrender the future of our children. The community is also up in arms, and this was one of our best schools in terms of ICT technology. Now, this is a step back because now learners must go back to using pen and paper, said Lesufi, Times Live reported. The Education MEC suggested it was an inside job as the state-of-the-art school was heavily secured. The school is heavily secured. There was no way they could enter through the door, windows, or the roof. So the people who did it knew exactly what they were doing as a target, or rather as they targeted a small portion of the wall which was not secured. Now, on Saturday, after visiting the school, Lesufi pleaded with the community to come forward with information to help with the arrest of the perpetrators. And the ANC Secretary General Esma Khashule, addressing the ANC Youth League on Sunday, said he has come to terms with serving under President Cyril Ramaphosa, although he would have preferred Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma. He said, and I quote, "I've served under former President Nelson Mandela, former President Thabo Mbeki, and former President Jacob Zuma's administration, and now under Ramaphosa." He said, "My preferences would have been to serve under Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma, but that was not the outcome." This was what he has reported, and he said, in spite this, the ANC says he will, for the sake of the country and party, fully commit to serving President Cyril Ramaphosa rightfully. However, I've been taught by the party to toe the line, even though conference outcome did not meet our personal preferences. I did not have anything against Ramaphosa, I just had a preference, and that preference was Dlamini Zuma, Makhasule said. And the ANC wonders what fuels the speculations of internal divisions and also all these chaos that happens within the ANC. Guys, get onto it. Now, let's wrap it up in sports as the Proteas fell 203 runs short in their 395-run chase to lose their opening test against India on Sunday. While Liverpool got into the international break with 8 points clear at the top of the English Premier League after second place, Man City suffered a shock of 2 2-0 defeat to Wolves. Now lastly, SuperSport United, rather if not lastly, as they won their third MTN 8 Cup final after beating Highlands Park at 1-0 at the Orlando Stadium. While Rugby World Champions, the All Blacks reclaimed their top spot in Group B after a 71-9 thumbing of Namibia as second place. Springboks ready to tackle Canada on Tuesday. For more of these, go to our website and also communicate with us in all our social media platforms. From myself and the News in 5 team, we'll see you guys tomorrow.